Hello and welcome to my channel. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could not hold it anymore. His words shook that courtroom today. Oh my God. This is an exclusive analysis from IGBO AREA TV. Today in Abuja, the court turned into a thunderstorm. Hey! Oh my God. After months of silence, Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, could no longer hold back his anger. He burst out in frustration, calling out what he described as lawlessness, hypocrisy, and injustice in the Nigerian legal system. And now, the Federal High Court has fixed November 20th, 2025 for final judgment in his terrorism trial, or whatever they call it. Hell, let me show you that video before we continue.
Supreme Court said do something, you will do it. And you're just sitting conviction. And you wonder why God cost you people. Useless black people. You don't know what justice means. You have no idea what justice means. You don't know what justice means. Useless black African people. You don't know the meaning of justice. Your constitution says you cannot try anybody unless the law is written. Show me the written law. Show me the written law. I want to know the written law. Talk to me now. Show me the written law. Are you okay? Don't go close. Don't try that rubbish. Don't try it. Don't try it. Go ahead and say. Don't try that rubbish. Don't try that rubbish. Useless people. You don't know law. You don't know law. Your own constitution you don't respect. Supreme Court judgment you don't respect. Then why are we in the court of law? Why are we in the court of law, I ask? Nonsense. You think Britain can ask you to jail me and you will jail me? You are dreaming. You are dreaming. I'm telling you that you are dreaming. Nonsense. You don't know law. You don't know law. Your own constitution you don't respect. Supreme Court judgment you don't respect. Then why we are keeping this. Why we in the court of law? I ask? Nonsense. You think Britain can ask you to jail me and you jail me? You are dreaming. You are dreaming. It's not a written law. You cannot. You cannot. You can't convict me. Are you saying? It's not possible. I'm Nnamdi Kanu. Who's going to try it? Nobody can. They've not killed them dead to the person. Which law is that? Which law is it? That's the question. It's okay. You think Britain can ask you to jail me and you jail me? You are dreaming. You are dreaming. It's not a written law. You cannot. You cannot. You can't convict me. Are you saying? It's not possible. I'm Nnamdi Kanu. Who's going to try it? Nobody can. They've not killed them dead to the person. Which law is that? Which law is it? That's the question. It's okay.
Let's take a step back. Nnamdi Kanu has been facing a 7-count terrorism charge brought by the federal government. For years, his case has been delayed with endless adjournments, legal confusion. At one point, his family even wondered he might not appear in court. That was, I think, yesterday. We saw a report that he might not appear in court again because of DSS obstruction. They are claiming he was being denied access to his legal documents that will enable him in case he is defending himself. I don't think so. So we thought he would not appear today based on what we saw in the news yesterday. But against all odds, Kanu appeared in court. And he was looking tired, but he was determined. And then came the moment nobody expected. The outburst itself. Now, with a loud voice filled with pain, Kanu shouted, "You don't know law. You don't know justice. Your own constitution you don't respect. Show me the written law. Don't try rubbish," he said. "You are dreaming." He said, "Useless black people who don't know justice." You saw in that video. His words were heavy. You could feel the years of frustration in him. Years of being detained without fair hearing. Since 2021. He wasn't just talking to the judge, he was talking to the entire African system that he believed has failed its people. Now let's break down the message. Let's look at what he really meant when he said, "Show me the written law." He was challenging the validity of the charge itself. His lawyers have long argued that the Terrorism Act used against him has been repealed, meaning the case may not even stand legally. So his outburst wasn't just noise. No, he was not just making noise. No, it was a legal cry for fairness. He believes he's being tried under a law that no longer exists. And when he said, "You are dreaming because you are eating raw," that was his way of accusing those in power of being blinded by corruption and greed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu believes that justice in Nigeria is often bought or controlled. It is not earned. That is why he's acting the way he's doing. This was not just defiance, no. This was the voice of a man who has reached his breaking point. He is no longer afraid of anything. And I don't think he's afraid before. After years of detention, isolation, and uncertainty, he exploded. That was a bomb we saw in the court today. It's the kind of cry you hear from someone who has lost faith in the system. A man who believes justice in Nigeria is dead. And when he said useless black African people, it wasn't hatred, it was disappointment. He was asking, why do Africans oppress their own people? It is a painful question, but many who watched that video quietly agreed. After the tension, the judge fixed November 20th for final judgment. And this means the court believes all sides have their say. And now a verdict must come. And we are getting to the end of this, Since 2021, and that is why some people said it is no longer just about the law, it is political. And we also want to let you know that some reports has it that Kanu didn't open a defense. His camp insists that he was denied the chance to properly defend himself because of DSS restrictions. So the next 2 weeks will determine everything. Whether this ends in a freedom or another chapter of appeal and detention. So this case is not only legal, just like I told you, it is deeply political. Millions of people in the Southeast are watching closely. If Kanu is convicted, many will see it as another sign of bias and oppression. That is how many will see it, in case you don't know. If he is freed, it will raise new questions about the government's handling of its arrest and extraordinary rendition from Kenya. One way or the other, this case will shape how Nigerians see the rule of law and the unity of the country. My people, when you watch that video, it may shock you, but the truth is, sometimes silence dies and the truth begins to shout. What we saw was not just anger, it was truth burning through pain. Nnamdi Kanu's words were raw, but they came from a place many Nigerians understand. A place of frustration. When the system keeps failing, when justice is slow, and when people in power think they can twist the law, Nigeria needs to listen. Because when the people no longer believe in the law, peace itself becomes weak. Becomes weak. On November 20th, the world will watch to see if Nigeria still has a conscience. This is bigger than Kanu. This is about every Nigerian who has ever suffered from injustice. Let us pray that the court will remember that justice delayed is justice denied. Let us also remember that shouting may shake the walls, but truth is what finally sets people free. If you believe in justice, share this video. Let Nigerians know that the eyes of the world are watching. Let the system know that the people are awake. This analysis is based on publicly available reports and verified video clips from today's court proceedings. IGBO AREA TV stands for truth, fairness, and the right of every citizen to a fair trial.